I never imagined this, but I'm very proud to say to you guys that I just made a world record in GTA 5. I just found out the maximum number of helis you can spawn in GTA 5.
Is it a world record? It's a personal best.
And the number is quite average, but what more can you expect from GTA? But I am sure that there will be no person who would have broke this record which I just made. And all these helis are spawned without any mods or glitches. I know you guys are wondering how many helis I spawned. I'll go ahead and say the number to you guys because I know you will have to watch the whole video to spawn all these helicopters by yourself. Alright, so the number is 8. Yes, I know. You guys expected way higher, even I expected it way higher before I even researched all of this. But this is the maximum number of helis you can spawn in GTA 5 online. Comment below if you actually managed to spawn more than 8. Only legit breakthroughs, please. By the way, you can spawn all your helis anywhere, but if you want it to be all together in one place, then start spawning your helis at the beach which is parallel to your yacht. I'll say the reason later in this video when the time comes. For the video, I have chose to spawn my helis at the beach near to my yacht. So let's get started. Starting with the easiest ones, you have the buzzard. You need to spawn your buzzard, and for the guys who don't know how to spawn your buzzard, which is from the menu, so you have to go into your menu by pressing M on your keyboard. I don't know about the PS and Xbox versions, but for PC computer, you have to press M to go into your menu. And then if you're not a CEO, then become a CEO and then go into your CEO vehicles. And if you have purchased a buzzard, then you can go ahead and choose buzzard. It will come right next to you wherever you are, and it is really helpful. And here are some pros and cons about this helicopters. I'm not going to read it out, but it's just for the people who don't know or who just wants an extra information in this video. Mainly these pros and cons list point on the location wise, in weaponized wise if you're in a fight, and also what you need to unlock to get this helis. Alright, so we are done with the first one, which is the buzzard. Next we have the sparrow. Sparrow is quite simple. You need to have a Kosatka, which is the submarine you can buy from the war stocks. If you have a submarine and if you have bought the Sparrow with it, then go ahead into your menu, go into services, then into Kosatka, and there you can call in your Sparrow, and it will come right next to you like the buzzard. And here are the pros and cons list of the Sparrow. Okay, alright, now we are done with 2 helicopters. Let's go right to the third one, which is the personal aircraft. You can call your personal aircraft. So you can go ahead, open your menu again, and then go into your vehicles options. And here you can see request personal aircraft. I'll go ahead and claim the Akula, which is actually is destroyed. So intermission, please. Alright, now I have my Akula. A downside about this, also I have mentioned that in the pros and cons list, is that it will spawn a little bit far. And also you got to keep in mind that the Akula which I spawned is actually in place of the personal vehicle. So if you have your Akula right next to you, then you cannot call a personal vehicle. The reason I've parked it over here, and the reason I told you to come to the beach, is because now I'm going to show you how to spawn this helicopter, which is from open your phone, then go into your contacts, and then there will be this captain's number.
By the way, I forgot to mention that you'll need a yacht to get the captain's number.
You can go ahead and call him, and then there you see the request helicopter option. So this will instantly deliver an helicopter. You can see it's right there. I'm pointing over there. And also if you open the map, as I told you, it will spawn right next to your yacht. No matter what, even if your yacht is somewhere over this area or anywhere in the map, it will spawn nearest to the beach, nearest to the yacht. I could go ahead and pick up the heli and keep it all together. But only problem about this helicopter is as soon as you enter into the helicopter, it does not show up into the map again. So here you can see I'm getting into my vehicle, and then if I get out, before I had the logo in the map and the mini map, but now I do not have. And if I go out of the render distance, I mean very far, and then come back again to this place, this helicopter will despawn. So it is basically like one one time use type of thing. Unless and until you're not going out of the render distance of this helicopter, you're okay, you will have this. But if you go out, it's gone, you need to call another one. I hope you're following the steps properly, because this was a very important step you need to follow. Right, I have all my helicopters right here all together in a line. Basically, I'll follow one line like this, one line like this, and in the middle will be a very important thing, and which is the next thing we are going to spawn in this option. So right now we have 4 of these helicopters, and to be honest, you can spawn the captain's helicopter right at first, so you will have an idea where to set up all your different helicopters. And also here are the pros and cons for the captain's luxury helicopter. So now we'll get back to the track. Now for the 5th heli, you need to go into your menu, then go into services, and then here is the option Avenger. You need to purchase it from the war stock. And also this might be a little controversial or a questionable option, but here I want to clear out some things. This is a helicopter, this does count as a heli because it has the propellers, and it also works like a heli, so we do count it as a heli. We'll go ahead and request the Avenger, and here again comes a little disadvantage about this. So here you can see in the map it has spawn over there, so let's go ahead and set it up right next to the other helis. Right, the Avenger is all set. This is a list of pros and cons for the Avenger. Now going into the 6th option, open your phone, go into the contacts and search for Pegasus. Call the Pegasus, and here you have a few options depending upon what and all you bought. If you have a Pegasus helicopter bot like Cargo Bob, Frogger, Deluxe Shift, I'm indeed going to call Shift Deluxe because I already have a Buzzard and I don't care about these both much. So let's call the Deluxe Shift. You can call any of your helis from that, it doesn't matter, but I'm just going to choose the Shift Deluxe. So one thing about this, it spawns only at particular locations which has a helipad. So in this area it has helipad. Let me just show you. As you can see over here, this is a helipad area. All these helis will spawn all over here, and here is my Shift Deluxe all in gold. So let's go ahead and park this near to my other helis. This is the list of pros and cons for Pegasus vehicle. So let me go ahead and park this beautifully over here. Alright, so we got this all done. So we are just 2 helicopters away and quite near to the end. So let's not waste time. Now let's go ahead. For the 7th helicopter, you need to open your phone again, and it's going to be one more time. I'll just say you now. For the 8th, you have to open your phone again. So get ready. So here you can call your assistant, and actually there is one more way you can spawn your heli. So this 7th heli has 2 options. You can either call your assistant or go into your menu, go into your Secure Serve CEO, and then in that CEO abilities, you'll see the first option, request helicopter over here. I'm not going to call it, I'm going to call the assistant to show you that the assistant has the same options and they both spawn the same heli no matter what. So here too we got that for 5,000. Both have same prices, there is no difference basically. Here you need to wait for the call, and here you need to just click some buttons and this will come. This is the list of pros and cons for assistance vehicle. Alright, here you can see the helicopter has arrived. It is a autopilot heli which spawned right over there. You need to go and pick up, but only bad side about this is here you can see. So alright, it has came over here. There is a pilot inside it, and if I sit into this, go into back, it will ride me anywhere in the map I want. But also you have one more option, that you can take your gun, point her on her head and shoot her. So the moment you shoot her, you can see in the minimap the symbol went. So basically now it has become a one-time use. That is, if you go out of the render distance of this heli, it will despawn. Yeah, but to be fair, it has a really cool option of autopilot. So this is actually very useful spawn, if I had to say. Now you have to say that this does look so cool. And we are to the final step of this whole tutorial slash a breakthrough. So now go into your call, as I said before, go to your contacts and then go call Merryweather, which is very common. I've seen many people calling Merryweather for different stuff because they have many services. You can see ammo drop, backup heli, boat pickup, helicopter pickup is the one which you need to call. but I'll just say these two called Mercenaries and Airstrike. These are a pretty cool services given by the Meriwether. So let's call helicopter pickup, and you can see this also flying from far away, like the assistant one. The helicopter could not arrive because there was not enough space for it to land. So let's call once again, and I think this is enough big. I mean, it's big enough space for it to land over here. Here you can see it's coming. In the minimap, you can see it's coming to me. So let's just wait. Here is the pros and cons for the Meriwether's heli. Here it has arrived. Now, I don't like the spot it's landing at. I want to park it somewhere over there so it looks cool. So let's take on my gun, point on his head, and shoot him down. Shooting down Meriwether's heli is a little bit bad because now you have to wait. You have to wait for a cooldown, which since you killed the pilot, Meriwether will give you an excuse and it won't let you spawn another helicopter quite soon. So you need to wait, I think, at least 10 minutes to spawn another one. So here I got this. This as well as a one-time use heli. You can see there is no marker on it, and this too does not have a marker on it. And yeah, wait, before you leave, I want to just mention a very small thing, that always spawn the assistance heli and Meriwether's heli at last, because once if you spawn these two first and then you call your Avenger or your personal aircraft, you need to go quite far away to receive these two, and this will go out of render distance. This will despawn, so which is bad for you, and this is all legitimate. You can see all these eight helicopters in GTA 5 Online. There is no mod, so that is actually cool. I made a world record. If anyone is giving world records out for this type of records, then I'll happily take one. And yeah, for the people who are telling that there is a ninth helicopter that you can spawn, I mean, for the spawning wise, yes, you can spawn a ninth helicopter, but unfortunately, it's not a big deal because you can see over here, I call the Meriwether, and that is the backup helicopter option. If you call the backup helicopter, it's basically waste. You cannot use the helicopter. You cannot use, in the sense, you cannot drive it. You cannot pilot it. It just stays in the air. Even if you try to kill the pilot, it will go down and it will blast instantly. I try to shoot him, and if the helicopter survives, I'll just add this one. Okay, I've shot him down, and you can see the heli will go fully out of control. Sorry that my camera was not in the sight, but it's broken, and this happens every single time. There is maybe 99% chance that the heli will survive in case there's like some support for it to land over. So I did not include this option, but other than this and other than these 8 options, if there is any possible options, then I would love to hear those and expand the record. I don't mind about the record, but it's just nice to know more and more things about GTA. I am in this game, so I would love if you comment it down, and I'll pin your comment in this section. And yeah, and to point out which is the best vehicle to spawn out of these 8 first is obviously the Sparrow. It is fastest. It is 2-seater. I mean, it's not 4-seater like the Buzzard, but it is very fast. It has all these weapons and all the stuff, and yeah, it's good for PvP type of stuff. But if we were to see in just a normal thing, the best one is actually surprising. It is the assistance vehicle. As you can see in the pros and cons list, we have 4 pros on this. You have the feature of heli comes right next to you, but it does take a little bit time, but okay. We have an autopilot system, or you can call it the taxi system. It is luxury. You can literally have some chilling area at the back, so that is cool. And it is low price, not very low like the Meriwether's one, which is just $1,000, is $5,000, but it's quite worth it for $5,000, and it's very easy to earn 5,000 in just a normal GTA session. So these two would be the best, but the most weaponized vehicle than the Sparrow would be the Avenger. It is just mind-blowing how much powerful this is. It is a tank. It is an air tank. It can take so many rockets, and it has a really good weapon system. And I hate it to be at night, but I can just show you from here. Here is a cool shot. Well, in reality, I managed to spawn 8 helicopters in maximum, but who knows what is the actual reality of spawning helis? It can be infinite.
If you guys learned something from this video, or found it informative, then feel free to like and subscribe. Because information is power.
Thank you for watching. This was Mr. Kru. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.